Welcome to this Sunday's Gospel Reflection. There is an old Hindu parable about a tiger cub raised by goats. The cub learned to bleat and nibble grass and behave like a goat. One night, a tiger attacked the goats, which scattered for safety. But the tiger cub kept grazing and crying like a goat without getting frightened. The old tiger roared, "What are you doing here living with these cowardly goats?" He grabbed the cub by the scruff of the neck, dragged him to a pond and said, "Look how our faces are reflected in water. Now you know who you are and to whom you belong." The tiger took the cub home, taught him how to catch animals, how to eat their meat, how to roar, and how to act like a tiger. The tiger cub thus discovered his true self as a tiger. But did he? When was the tiger its true self? When it lived with the goats, ate like the goats, behaved like the goats? Or when it was led away to become a ferocious tiger that behaved like a tiger, roared like a tiger, hunting like a tiger? When do we humans uphold, bring forth justice? When are we fully human? Is it when we live peacefully grazing, nibbling the grass with the others like goats or sheep? Or when we become wild, grown-up and ferocious tigers who survive by hunting, killing and devouring the other animals? Thus says the Lord in today's readings, "Here is my servant whom I uphold, my chosen one with whom I am well pleased, upon whom I have put my spirit. He shall bring justice to the nations, not crying out, not shouting, not making his voice heard in the street. A bruised reed he shall not break, a smouldering wick he shall not quench, until he establishes justice on the earth. The coastlands will wait for his teaching." What makes us human beings? Images of God. Is it our human strength? Is it our power that guarantees survival of the fittest? Or is it the full and serene embracing of our smallness, fragility, and weakness? In asking John to baptize him, Jesus embraced the weakness, the fragility of our human condition. Baptism is an acknowledgement of two fundamental, universal truths about who we are as human beings. First, it is acknowledging that we survive by what we receive and not by what we achieve. Jesus and John both asked each other to be baptized. No one baptizes himself or herself, because baptism is a sign and symbol that life is always a gift. Life is given to us and not something that we can in any way earn, grab, or give to ourselves. Baptism is an acknowledgement of this gift freely given to us. We have absolutely no say in this matter. We can only receive, we can only welcome life when and how it is given to us. The second truth is that no human can be arrogant enough to say that he or she is the source of his or her own life. Our parents needed their parents to receive it. We are all beneficiaries of the gift. You should baptize me, and not I, you, says John. We only receive life in its fullness when we give it. In one way or another, he who keeps his life will lose it. But he who gives his life will have it, says Jesus. Baptism is a wonderful expression of this truth. Life becomes a real gift only when it is freely given as a gift. Isn't this what love, and therefore what God Himself is all about? Ultimately, what makes us who we are is what we give and not just what we receive. I invite you to take some moments today to recall the moments when your heart was really full and at peace, making your life truly meaningful. Take some moments to compare the excitement of the times you have received this or that gift. Compare it to the quiet, simple, and deep fullness in your heart when you gave it freely, selflessly, out of a deep and generous love for someone who is dear to you. Compare the excitement you felt when you received a longed-for gift or bought something wonderful that you had been craving for so long. Compare that feeling of excitement with the still deeper joy you felt when you simply freely gave up something really precious, really essential for someone you really love. The first is the joy of being loved. The second is the sheer blessedness of loving someone simply for his or her own sake. Both are the two sides of the same joy, a joy that is real, true, lasting. Through you, it is God Himself who is telling you and all those you dearly love, "This is my beloved Son. This is my beloved daughter, in whom I am well pleased." Let us open our hearts today to relive this moment. Stop to discover the joy of knowing that the greatest gift we have received and the greatest gift that we can give are indeed one and the same gift. God's own love for us, His little children. That is our baptism in Jesus. It is the greatest of gifts when we discover that what we give becomes what we indeed receive. Both the goat and the tiger can continue to graze together peacefully, without fearing, without devouring each other. God bless you, and thank you.